What is good, YouTube? What's you here with a video on Captain America: A Brave New World. So we've had the opening weekend for this movie. It massively underperformed, under $200 million for a Marvel movie, a Captain America movie, insanely low. So the original plot has come online, has been leaked. We know they did multiple reshoots. We've had actors confirm this. Although the director came out and literally debunked it, he didn't really. That's called damage control. The plot was changed so much. So was the original plot any better than what we got? Well, I'll let you decide that. So, yo, what is freaking good, YouTube? What's you have? You are new around and make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, guys, monster of pop culture content that I try to deliver on their base for good. Subscribe channel, turn notifications on, and let me know down below. Did you enjoy this movie? Or did you think they literally did the post-credit scene a week ago? Also, check us out on Instagram at Reshoots to see their beautiful face behind their beautiful face. And yes, the intro, I do talk very fast, so let's get into it. So, Team Cap, Sam, Joaquin, Falcon, Bradley as Patriot versus Tech Suit Serpent Society to recover stolen adamantium. So, Seth Rollins, a WWE superstar who was in the movie, his role was literally cut. They basically cut most of the Serpent Society, although they were in it. They didn't really show that much of it. Whilst chasing brainwash Isaiah Bradley, Ruth totals a car with her shoulder. Sam and Joaquin chase down and have a cool fight with Diamondback to learn about Camp Hope. Leader's original design was his comic book origin of Big Head with his hair. After Ruth discovers brainwashing, she talks with Sam about her origins of learning she had powers. Yeah, because in the comics, she's like a mutant. They changed her massively. She also goes to visit Bradley to say she knows he's actually innocent. The hallway fight scene is longer, and Sam, Joaquin, Ruth is in unison. Sam doesn't get the pills investigated. A leader steals a military helicopter to oversee the naval battle and make Ross angry. Joaquin is originally shot down by a jet, not a missile. Bucky was not in the original cut because Thunderbolts had a different date instead of directly after Brave New World. Stern originally orchestrates his own capture to leak Ross info to news and make him Hulk out. The original Sam versus Ross fight seemed less realistic as Sam was withstanding more hits than possible. The original fight ends after Sam remembers adamantium, absorbs gamma, and Ruth brings him the canister from the beginning. He uses it on the open wounds. He cuts into Red Hulk, and the adamantium depowers him. This causes his heart to stop, and Ross dies. A funeral fate is held for Ross, so to the public, he's dead. Betty originally does not answer his phone call, but comes to the funeral. The original ending shows Stern escaping his prison, not the Wrath, on a helicopter with a brainwashed plot. The original PSS shows Betty at home on a rainy night with a flamey footsteps in her backyard, leading up to the door. Thunder flashes and we see Red Hulk silhouette and glowing red eyes, and then on the second flash, he disappears. So, let me know down below, guys. Was this a better storyline? Was this a better plot? No, not at all. Not even close. But I don't understand why they took out this whole Serpent Society plot. I personally think that's much better. So, information's been going around the internet the last few days that a technical crew member who worked on the film to reshoot noted that Captain America: A Brave New World production was an absolute freaking nightmare. The movie underwent 22 days of extensive reshoots after catastrophic test screenings left Disney scrambled to fix what insiders described as a rough production. Now, that was Reddit plot leaks and stuff coming out about test screening. Adding to the chaos, Disney made a 11th hour decision to include a new supervillain played by Giancarlo Esposito, forcing major action sequences to be reworked at great expense. So when Disney put out this hit piece, this damage control, saying it cost $180 million, no, that was the initial budget. Budgets do not include multiple reshoots, multiple repurposing shots, multiple retooling, because people are like, yeah, it's not actually a reshoot if you don't film any new scenes. If you're retooling a scene, or repurposing a shot, that is technically a reshoot. Now, you can see from how bad the post-credit scene was, it looked like it was filmed a week ago before the movie came out, and you can see how bad the green screen is. This budget is probably somewhere closer to $250 million. And that's before we even talk about marketing. Red Hulk was literally everywhere. So when it comes out that it made $100 million domestically and $92 million internationally, everyone's like, yo, this is a win. They've basically got the budget back. No, they haven't got the budget back because the cinema takes 40 to 60% of the cut. So Disney probably would have got less than half of the box office turnover. So $95 million. So people are like, yeah, this movie needs to turn over $468 million to break even. No, because the budget that is out there, it's not real. This is why I prefer when they film in the UK, because they get a tax rebate from the UK. So they have to submit how much money an actual movie costs. So this $180 million budget has been debunked by so many industry insiders. It ballooned well higher than this. Now, is word of mouth going to carry this movie? I don't know. But usually what happens in Marvel and DC movies, if they're very heavily front-loaded, what does this mean? It means that if you don't go watch it in the first weekend, it is massively going to tailgate and dip and fall off a cliff when it comes to the second weekend. Now, as I've always said, I want Marvel and DC, I want all the movies to do well at the cinema, but I'm being realistic and telling you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. So this $180 million, it's not even close. So at the moment, it's done okay, not fantastically great. And I get it, people are saying, oh, but it did so well compared to the other Captain America movies. You cannot compare a movie in Phase 5 of Marvel to a movie in Phase 1, because if you're going to go down that road, you need to add for inflation. And yes, I understand that takes the production budget up even more. So if you add for inflation, it hasn't done better than any of the other movies. And it's funny when people go, oh yeah, this is the second highest Captain. No, it's not. Add for inflation, then it's literally at the bottom. Now, I'm not hating. I'm just being realistic here. A Marvel movie, and it's also Marvel's lowest opening weekend in a February, including Ant-Man 3. It's one of their lowest openers ever. So this narrative that this movie is doing great, I get it. Marvel's trying to be positive, so on and so forth. Like I say, it's a good movie. It's just not a good Marvel movie. And when I say that, people get triggered, but I'm literally just being honest. All they had to do was to literally have a comprehensive story that made sense. Sure, this story made a lot more sense, but this movie, it was an incredible Hulk sequel, stroke Eternal sequel with an adamantium, antimaterium, you know, the celestial island, and, you know, revealed in the strongest, most versatile metal in the world. But all they had to do to build the hype was tease the incursion, tease Secret Wars, tease Doctor Doom. Sure, they did that. But they did it in such a convoluted, long-winded way that you actually had to decipher what the hell they were trying to tell you. Why couldn't they just had a silhouette or some hologram? They've done holograms before of Doctor Doom or of the incursions, because you really think you're the only person out there? There's other people out there. There's other worlds out there. Yeah, we get what they're trying to say, but you shouldn't let the audience have to decipher what the freaking hell the post-credit scene is trying to tell you. And even if they just form the new Avengers, because we know Sam's going to form the new Avengers. So yes, they did indirectly, in a long-winded, roundabout way, set some things up, but you've got to actually explain it to yourself or come to YouTube channels to kind of try and figure out what the hell they're trying to tell you. Yeah, essentially it's Doomsday, but really it's on about Secret Wars, and it also hinted that Captain America could also die, and it also hinted that we're going to get a Hydra versus Captain America Sam Wilson fight, but it didn't really tell us that. You could have showed us Hydra Captain America, evil Steve Rogers. That you could have showed us anything in a hologram form if the leader can see everything and has seen every single variation, every single possibility. They could have done so much better. Marvel do so much better, but I got so much hope with the Thunderbolts. That looks absolutely freaking insane. It looks better than the Fantastic Four, but hopefully the Fantastic Four can do a good job of at least teasing Doctor Doom directly. So like always, guys, let us know, was the original plot before they did multiple reshoots, was it better? Was it worse? Are you one of these people that are being, you know, transparent and are actually thinking, yeah, there's no way this movie is Marvel's lowest budget, especially with how good the special effects were for Red Hulk? So like always, guys, I'll catch you in another video, guys, very soon. Catch you later.